So the MU Counseling Center operates within a personalized care approach. We recognize that services should be tailored to each individual student and the extent of time and motivation that they have to commit. Services at the MU Counseling Center include our outreach and prevention to the larger campus community, including our Nurturing Minority Wellness program, a variety of workshops, and our clinical skills classes and group therapy program. This semester, we're offering over 22 group therapy options and clinical skills classes. These are great for a variety of presenting concerns, and we have several that are based on identities, including our LGBTQ support group, our People of Color support group, and our International Student support group. We also offer brief individual therapy, and we offer 24/7 crisis and consultation services. We also have a referral coordinator who can help students connect with longer-term or more specialized services in the community or other services on campus that will help benefit the student as well. We also have a new tool this semester called TAO. TAO is a suite of online tools that includes over 150 different anonymous and free educational models for students on a variety of topics. If students are interested in participating in services at the MU Counseling Center, the first step is to call the MU Counseling Center's main phone line at 573-882-6601 and ask to schedule a brief screening. Our goal is for all students that contact the Counseling Center to have a brief screening appointment within 72 hours of their initial contact. The brief screening is approximately an hour-long appointment in which you'll complete some paperwork and then meet with one of our rapid access clinicians. During this appointment, you'll discuss your presenting concerns, your goals, and get treatment recommendations for what's going to be a best fit for you. We recognize that sometimes students may have more urgent concerns or not know what they need. Students can always call the Counseling Center and ask to speak to one of our on-call clinicians, particularly if they feel like they're in crisis or they have a concern that is more urgent than waiting for a brief screening appointment. You can also use these services to consult about an MU student that you may be concerned about.
I think what's unique about students of color and underrepresented students when it comes to attending to mental health is a lot of times the narrative that they hear around mental health, there's often not only a lack of representation of what attending to mental health can look like in those communities, but also the narratives they get from family, community members. Usually those family members and communities, the way that they've survived existing in a system has been just focusing on being strong, don't ask for help, right? Focus on keeping things in the family. And those messages get passed on to these students, right? And so when they think about their mental health, they often internalize those messages as they come to Mizzou. So one of our hopes with the Nurturing Minority Wellness program is to create space for those conversations so that students of color can feel supported, so that they can have those conversations in areas where they feel genuine, and that they can not only focus on being successful, but they can also focus on nurturing themselves too. So students of color, underrepresented students, can take care of themselves in a number of ways. It really depends on where they are at in the process, and it's a lifelong process, right? So something that I always start with students is start with looking outside of, academia or, not thinking of mental health and caring for mental health in the traditional way, which is often individual therapy. There are a lot of podcasts, social media accounts, things like that where experiences of students of color are often spoken about and validated. And so for those students, being able to even just hear that and know that their experience is valid in higher education, that can be a really big boost to their mental health and being able to thrive. I think another thing that can be really helpful is finding places of support. So on campus, we have social justice centers, we have a lot of identity-based student groups, and we also have the People of Color support group at the Counseling Center. So these are spaces where students can not only learn about themselves, find support for things that they're struggling with, but also celebrate their identity. And I think that can really lead to them thriving in other spaces as well, if there are spaces that aren't maybe as warm or welcoming.